single on our show, and our listeners have absolutely fallen in love with it. So congratulations on the brand new single.
No, thank you so much, Dave. It's literally, with the whole entire COVID thing and whatnot, music was, releases and everything was an all-time low last year. So Sunny Dayz is kind of kicking off the ranks of music for us in 2021, and then then we've got a new EP following that on the 19th of February.
Awesome. We're going to talk to you about the EP in a little bit, but I guess that raises a big question. How difficult was it to record new music during a pandemic? It must have been really, really difficult.
Well, we recorded it. We recorded it at the tail end of the pandemic, so it was obviously restrictions and all of those kind of things in our local area on the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, was obviously lifted. So for us, that wasn't so much of an issue. It was more just the live shows and the capacities, like because we're a 4-piece band and we're used to doing those kind of larger capacity shows. So that was the live aspect for us definitely got snuffed. But no, we snuck in the recording with ease and grace, which we're really grateful for.
So tell us a little bit about what was inspiring you guys when you sat down to work on this EP. Was there something that you guys were hoping to achieve with the EP?
Yeah, Dave. Look, pretty well, the whole entire, with the whole trend of the pandemic and everything like that, mental health is something that we're really passionate about pre-pandemic, but when the pandemic occurred and just connecting to people around the world through social media and feeling that kind of collective vibe that's out there, the whole basis and inspiration was around mental health. Now, it was around sharing, the awareness of mental health and really getting people to participate in working on themselves, like just how we have to work on a car and we have to service it to keep it running and whatnot. It's the same with our body and our psyche and our mind. That was the whole kind of inspiration behind the EP, was kind of doing sensitive writings that were promoting mental health awareness.
Now, I've spoken to a few bands who found during the pandemic that their fans were reaching out to them on social media almost as a sounding board to let out their frustrations and to talk about what they were going through. Is that something that you guys found as well?
No, we kind of took a bit of a different approach. Like, it wasn't so much like, the way I kind of view life and the little philosophy that I walk with is, like everything that happened, it just happened, and like I couldn't control that, but I could control my participation in it,
Yeah.
Being my thoughts and being my actions and whatnot. So it's more about that. Like it's more about empowering people to act in their life and to kind of make the changes that they wish to see. And it's to get active around actively assisting themselves and reaching out and connecting. And that was more what the aspects that we went for, not so much like expressing frustrations.
Yeah. So the lyrics would have been very, very personal for you. Did you find yourself going on a little bit of a personal journey when you were actually working on the EP?
100%. Like, there's some really sensitive stuff that's that's in those writings, and as we all know, being a performer and writing music, you're giving people a little aspect of your soul. You're giving them some really deep intel and emotions that are kind of coming through the writings and the music. So definitely, like, for me, like you look at Sunny Dayz and Sunny Dayz, talks about, COVID being the thief that stole it all and a couple of things like that. But then in the bridge, there's a resolve there, kind of just saying to people that, look, like, these things occur, but they all have cycles. Everything in life is like cycles. So as quick as this has come, we'll work through this and we'll be able to overcome it as a collective, So, yeah, definitely, Dave, like, there is a lot of sensitivity, and I definitely went through a lot of personal journeys through the writings.
Yeah, and sound-wise, is Sunny Dayz what we can expect from the rest of the EP as well?
Well, so one thing about us is, like, we kind of patent ourselves. So, like, our classic kind of, like, we kind of made our own genre up, because a long time ago people were like, what are you guys? And, if you could describe your sound in genres, like, what would it be? And, like, I would say, oh, look, it's a little bit of indie rock, it's a bit of rock, it's a bit of folk, it's a bit of blues, and it's a bit of, reggae. and then a bit of funk and world. It's like all these mashes of different genres, which a lot of music is these days. But we painted ourselves kind of as earth rock. That was kind of what we call the collection of genres that we put together, was called earth rock. But look, for the rest of the album, what I was trying to get to is there is quite like a few songs that are kind of reggae-ish, and then there's like, what would you class Sunny Dayz as almost rock, and then a bit of swing, and so Sunny Dayz has definitely set the scene, but I think you're going to be quietly surprised at how different sounding some of the other songs are too.
Yeah.
They kind of reflect all of our passion in music and other genres.
Awesome. Well, you've got the EP launch coming up now on Feb 19th at Soul Bar. How excited are you guys about being able to get out and do live shows again?
Oh my gosh, honestly, this Feb 19th, it ticks it all off, and we are so excited. So that's our main local venue in town, and for us, we're so excited because like all of our friends and our family and our fans and everyone in our local area that we've grown up is going to be there to kick it off. So that's going to be awesome. But beyond that, actually just starting to tour again and play at other venues and getting out there doing live music. I mean, for me, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
The music's just playing live. There's nothing like it, hey? You can release and do stuff like that and you get gratification from it, but nothing, for me, surpasses actually playing the music to actual people and connecting, and it's just, it's an awesome thing.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you know when there might be a time frame for you guys to tour even more widely? Because I was on the Gold Coast a couple of weeks ago, and it's so much more open up there than what it is down here in Melbourne. Yeah, like we just went a step backwards again, where we have to wear masks inside again. So
yeah, see, up our way, because we're 2 hours north of the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So pretty well Sunshine Coast, Gold Coast, and then just the very northern rivers like Byron and that. It's all pretty open. So the extent of my tour that we're doing is pretty well to Byron. We've got I don't know if you've seen the tour.
I have, yeah.
But we've got Brisbane dates, Sunshine Coast dates, festivals, Byron, but we didn't really want to travel anywhere further north or south of that, just because we didn't want to get caught with, anything that's going on with the current climate. But yeah. I mean, when we can travel further wide, I mean, that's just going to be awesome. It's one thing we just love.
Yeah, travel at the moment is so nerve-wracking. Every morning when I was up on the Gold Coast, I was waking up and watching the news on TV to work out whether I was going to be allowed to come back home in a week's time.
And that's the thing. All the members of the band have personal jobs, and they all have their own jobs, and and they have family, kids, all kinds of stuff. So it's for us, it's we can't afford really to get caught, but obviously it's out of our it's out of our, how would I say it? I can't control that.
Yeah.
But we can control, kind of just staying kind of not too far from home, just in case something does happen.
Yeah. Now, for the rest of your fans right around Australia, where will they be able to grab a copy of the EP, seeing that they can't come to these shows?
Yep. Okay. So pretty well, it's on all reputable digital platforms. So it's on everything. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, iTunes, you name it. It's kind of been put out there and distributed all over the place. So that's the way to go. Our website too, which is www.FLASKAS.com, will give you links to all of that, and obviously our social pages. There'll be links where to access the music, but pretty well you'll be able to type in FLASKAS and then Free to Mind, and it should just come up on everything, on all areas to be accessed.
Awesome. Well, mate, I think it's time to take another listen to Sunny Dayz on our program now. So is there anything you would like to say to everybody out there before they take another listen?
Mate, I just want to say thank you, everyone, for supporting our music, and we're so excited to be launching, our new music to everyone out there, and I hope everyone is getting back to normality and stuff, and I hope you enjoy those sunny days.
Awesome. Well, Chris, thank you so much for coming on the show today. It's been an absolute pleasure chatting to you, and we cannot wait to see you guys live sometime soon.
Awesome, Dave. Thank you so much for having me, mate.
No problem, mate. You have a great day. We'll talk soon.
You too. See ya.
Bye.